Well, hello there. Welcome back to another video. This time I used the Powertex in combination with fabric, and it was a long time ago that I used these two together. I also used a little bit of cracks on the fabric, and I really love the outcome of this painting. It's easy to make if you follow this tutorial. The secret is not to use too much Powertex. Well, I put my apron on and let's get started. I used Powertex White, but you can use any color you like. It's important to use white fabric, not a painted fabric, because that is much more difficult for the Powertex to go through the fabric through and through. So I used an old T-shirt for this painting. Always shake your Powertex very well. The Powertex must go through the fabric, but you don't want the Powertex to drip off the fabric. So you must try to work as dry and clean as possible. You can clearly see where there is no Powertex yet in the fabric. I go to all the spots where there is no Powertex yet, and I apply the Powertex with my hands. So I have control over the Powertex and the fabric. Did you know that I was a Powertex trainster for many years? Powertex trainster for Train the Trainers in my atelier, but I don't do that anymore. And it was a long time ago when I used the Powertex like this. But it was a lot of fun, and I think I'm gonna make some more paintings like this. Well, as you can see me working with this, you know the important thing of this is to keep the control about the Powertex and don't use too much Powertex. It mustn't drip off your fabric. That is very important also for the end result of your painting. Take a look at your fabric if there is Powertex all over the fabric. You can see I'm not that far yet. There are many spots that I must go through with my hands and some Powertex. It's always very sticky, but we will get there. You can see I think I'm all good now. The fabric is nice, Now I'm using my hairdryer to dry the fabric. You must remember the hardener will, when it's dry, it's not hardened yet. That takes about 24 hours. But the drier your fabric is, the more easy it is to sculpt your fabric the way you want it. Because it is now not so sticky anymore, I can work without my gloves, and I don't like to work with gloves. I haven't mentioned it earlier, but it's important to use some plastic on your working table, because the Powertex won't stick on the plastic. Well, you can see I'm gonna form my sculpture, and I'm still working with my hairdryer to make it as dry as possible. And now it's time to play with fabric and to search for a beautiful composition, trying different things. You can see how dry the fabric is. You can see how easy it is when your fabric is more dry to sculpt the fabric. It will stand the way I form it, when the way I sculpt it, and you can see it is more easy this way than when my fabric was still wet. When you're happy with your composition, you had to let it dry for 24 hours before you're gonna paint. To color, I used Chalky paint from Fleur and some water, and I have them all in the description below the video, so you can check that out. I couldn't resist some Crackle, and I used the DecoArt transparent. I just pour it onto the fabric. First I was a little bit disappointed. I thought, oh my god, what I've done, I've ruined it. But you can see it is very beautiful. It is not too much, just a little bit cracks in the fabric. It will show later on at the end. You can see the cracks because I pour some Pebeo Colorex to give it a little bit more color. Here you can see I used the Colorex Pebeo and the water, and then the color fluid through the fabric to the texture and into the cracks. If you like this video and the techniques I show you, please let me know in the comments, and you make me happy if you do. Leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. You can see the fabric will stay in shape, even I use a lot of water. It has no effect on the sculpture of the painting. Just my favorite way of coloring a textured painting. Just let the color fluid through the painting, through the texture, and find its own way in the painting. I love this way of coloring my paintings. I also use some pearl paint from PentArt that goes well with the colors, and the blue from the Pebeo Colorex. Remember, the darker parts must be in the depth of the painting of the texture, and the lighter parts must be on top of the texture. Well, I really enjoyed making this painting. Here you can see the cracks, beautiful. I love it. It turns out very well, and I'm very happy with the end result. And I'm gonna make more of this kind of paintings and sculptures. Hope you watch more of my videos, and for now, bye bye, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!